Hi there. Thanks for joining me today. So today I used these ingredients. Go ahead and pause the video here and write down what you need. You don't really need the color dust. I found after I used it, it's not that great. It's not what, okay, let me rephrase that. It wasn't what I thought it was. It's fantastic for what it was meant for, but I didn't even read the package. I was just so excited when I found it. I thought it was that pearl kind of rose thing that you could put on stuff, and it wasn't. So anyways, I use this Hamilton Beach mixer. It's really cute and it's simple, and it only was like $15 around Christmas time, and I got it at walmart.com. So you fill your cupcake tins about 2/3 of the way up with your mix, and then you bake them for however it says on the package. I think it was 350 for 24 minutes, but double check. And then I use this frosting, and you want to use your fork and get it nice and melded together, okay? And then from there, you want to go ahead and grab your scissors and cut the tip off of your bag. And then you want to take the biggest part of the coupler set and put it inside of the bag. And then you can go ahead and trim that excess once you have that inside there and you know, excuse me, where it's going to end. And then you want to take your Wilton tip number 21 and slide it up over the top of the coupler inside, okay? And then you're going to take the last piece and you're going to screw it on there, and that's going to make everything adhere to itself, okay? And then you're going to fill up your bag and make sure that you get all the air out of it as much as you can. Then you're going to go ahead and start decorating your cute little cupcake. Make sure you get all of them decorated, and you can choose any tip that you want. This is just the one that I like for this specific project that I'm doing. And they look so cute whenever they're all done. This is the dust that it's meant for fondant flowers. And I didn't know that because I didn't read the package like a good girl. So I just went ahead and covered them with the glitter anyways, so it's barely noticeable. And you can't taste anything. So anyways, the next part of this is going to be the making of the picks that are going to go on top of it, the cute little bird that you saw at the very beginning. Okay, so I'm going to put another picture up of that bird, and we're going to go into making the cute little bird picks. See you in a second. Hi guys. Okay, so we're down at the ScanNCut and we're going to grab a design. We're going to take a two-piece design and we're going to cut out one part of it on cardstock and the other part of it out on vinyl. And I know it's kind of an extra step, but it's going to be really cute. So just stay with me, okay? So we're going to have to go in and change the size of some things. So get a pen and piece of paper ready to write down these dimensions, because we're gonna bring up a bird. Let me just do it. Bring up the birdie. Okay, choose OK. We're going to choose the bird body. Click set. We're going to add. It's going to give us the second part. We're going to choose set as well. Okay. And let's get it over to the bird. Actually, yep. Now let's go to edit and go to the size. And we're going to go to the angle. Let's see. Oh, I'm sorry. It's so... There we go. Okay. We're going to go to the angle and we're going to move it around. Okay. And it doesn't need to be on there perfect. It just needs to be on there. So click OK. And then we're going to choose the group button right here. We're going to choose group, make it all one, and that way, and then we're going to choose that button where it makes everything all one. Okay, we're going to choose it. We're going to bring it into the middle, and we're going to make it small. I need it to be only 1.5 inches wide, and I'm afraid 1.5 inches might still be too big, but we're gonna see. Okay, and then let's just bring it up there, click OK. Let's ungroup it, choose OK. Okay, and then we'll grab our wing and bring it over here. And now this is the part where you need your pen and paper, okay? We're gonna go in here and we're gonna check the size of just the wing. We need our wing to be 0.38 by 0.61. 0.38 H. I'm just writing on the back of some packaging. I don't have a piece of paper. And then 0.61 for width, okay? And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna delete the wing. Now that we have the dimensions, let's go here and delete the wing, okay? So we have our bird the right size that we want him to be. We're gonna go okay, and oops, let's actually go back into edit. Go back into there and let's choose our numbers. I have 16 cupcakes, so I need 32 of these guys. So let's see if it's going to let us add that many this size. It doesn't seem like it should be a problem, but let's click OK. All right, and so that's crazy, right? Just choose OK. That's all right. And over here it's going to give us the option to align it. So let's go ahead, and you can do this to space save. So that puts them in all different directions. This one will line them up and down, and these ones will line them all up the same direction. Okay, it doesn't really matter to me, but I like to save space. So I'm going to choose this one. I'm going to choose OK, and then I'm going to add my test cuts. Okay, where did you put me? Where did you put it? There it is. Okay, I'm bringing it down here so that I don't have to take my whole mat off of the or my whole piece of paper off of the mat just to check one tiny spot. So I realize now that I have to change the direction of my paper, but I don't think you even saw what direction I had it actually. Okay, let me zoom out here. Oh, come on. Ah! That was really weird. Okay, so from here we're going to make sure that it covers at least the 8 to the side. So I'm going to have to bring some of these little guys down because my piece is only 8 by 11. It doesn't go all the way over to the side. And I can't find my little spatula all of a sudden. Oh, here we go. Okay, so the cool thing about our machine is that I don't have to guess where those ones are going to go. I know that my piece of paper isn't going to go all the way over to this edge right here. So it's going to leave off, it's not going to cut all of these guys, right? So I could just drag them down here. And that's what I'll do. But I still am not sure. I mean, that is, you know, 6 inches. I should have 2 more inches to go. But let's just be careful, okay? And let's go ahead and scan in our mat. It's gonna show you, it's gonna scan in the mat, but show it as a background. So you'll be able to place your little birdies perfectly, okay? All right, so just choose scan or start. Oops. Sorry, got a little close to the wall back there. Okay, so let's bring this back down here. So now you can see up here, it wasn't gonna get everything anyways. So I'm so glad that I double checked. So let's click OK. Well, actually not OK because we need to move these guys. Let's see if we can have them do this again. Okay, so I know I need to, well, I know I need to bring that down here. Bring these guys over here. Click OK, and then choose Cut. It's going to tell us how long it's going to take to cut. It's going to take about 4 minutes. So I'm going to choose Start. And it's just going to cut out my test cut. Okay, this is going to probably take me 3 or 4 different times to check it. So I'm not going to put you guys through all that. My blade is only at 1 right now, and it just did the test cut and it did not cut through. So obviously at 1 it's not going to. So I'll be back. I'm going to choose Quit Cutting, because if I choose Continue, it's going to start cutting out all my birds, and I don't want that. I want to move. I want to move my test cut over a little bit. Choose OK again. And change my blade depth. Okay, so I'm just going to do a bunch of that and I'll be back in a minute. Okay, so luckily I only had to do 4 test cuts, and we're going to go ahead and just gently lift up the backing. Okay, oh, looks like these guys didn't cut all the way. I might need to calibrate again. Well, that is a bummer. I'm going to have to work on those after the video, but for now I'm going to get these guys off of here, and then I'll be back with you guys as soon as I get it set up with my vinyl on there. Okay, alright, so now we're ready to do the final part. Let's choose pattern, go to our shapes, choose the pets or animals or whatever you want to call it, choose the birdie, click OK, and now we're just going to grab this leaf or this wing. Okay, alright, so let's turn it so that it's easier for us to perceive how we want it on our bird. That's how I want it, so I'm going to click OK, and I'm going to need to resize this, so I don't want to put all my numbers in because then I'll have to resize each of them. Okay, so let's just choose Set, then we'll click on him again, go into the Edit screen, go into the Size screen, and we need it to be a 0.61 width and 0.38 tall. And it's not going to let us do 38 tall because this is all grayed out because it's a pre-made design on the machine. It's not going to let you change the dimensions separately, but that's okay. So now we're going to choose 32. Okay, and then we're going to choose OK. All right, and then from here we're going to choose OK again. We're going to go over here and we're going to have it put it in some sort of order for us. Okay, that's awesome. That's at the top inch. It looks like only 1 inch of my vinyl that I'm going to need, but I've been having trouble with the stuff at the very top hasn't been getting cut all the way. So I'll show you how to handle that instead of having to bring each piece down like I did with the bunnies. Hold on just 1 second, okay? So first we're going to scan in our background and make sure that it's all going to fit on there. Okay, so we need to load our mat, choose Start, okay, so that gives us our background. Let's see if we can zoom in there. Now up at the top, it's a little too close for my comfort. I feel like it's not going to cut it correctly. It looks like it's just too close. So instead of taking each one of those down, and the ones from the side that I'm afraid that I'm not calibrated enough to do yet, I'm going to go up here to the edit button again, and I'm going to group everything together. Okay, choose OK, and then I'm going to bring the whole set down onto my vinyl. Okay, then I'm going to I'm going to ungroup them. Okay, and then choose OK. I mean, you could keep them grouped, it doesn't matter at all. So from here, I'm going to choose OK. Actually, I'm not. I'm going to add my test cut. Okay, and that's way up here. I'm going to bring it down here so I can leave my mat on the machine as I do my test cuts. And I'm going to probably do a few of them, so I'll be back with you guys whenever these are all cut out, okay? Okay, so I got the wings cut out, and I have my contact paper, transfer tape. Anyways, it's my transfer tape, and I'm not going to use it like traditional transfer tape because these are so small. I'm just going to grab them off of here and place them on the birds, and then we're going to take the two birds once they have their wings on, and we're going to take them face to face. I'm just kind of giving you guys this run through. If you don't want to finish watching the video at this point, I'm fine with that. Just want to give you an idea of where I'm going with all of this, okay? Okay, so we're going to have two of these with their wings on, back to back. We're going to put double-sided sticky tape or hot glue or whatever you have. And you're going to, ooh, that one's icky. You're going to take your toothpick and use smaller toothpicks than mine. I think these are like 3 inches long. Okay, so what we're going to do basically is put them inside of here and create a little pick. So you can put wings on the bird. You can also teach the machine, not teach it, but program it to draw on the bird if you want it to have a cool design. You can use different kinds of paper. It's just fun. You can do different shapes even. I just wanted to get this concept to you guys, and I would love to see what you guys do with it. All right, so I'm going to be back in a minute with everything all set up to finish doing all of them. So see you guys later. If you guys are ending the program now, if you are staying with me, I'll see you in a second. Bye. Okay guys, before we go ahead and put any of our bunnies or our birdies to the test, let's go ahead and see which kind of glue is going to hold best. Now I know hot glue is definitely going to hold the best, but I just don't want to deal with it right now. It's hot, I have to find a place for it, a plug-in for it, all that stuff. So this is supposed to be double-sided sticky tape, and it feels like, what is, oh, like whiteout. You know, whiteout on the little strips like that? That's what this feels like. But it's kind of hard to tell if you're actually getting it. It's more of an adhesive than a tape. So let's see if it will hold up to the test of being stuck together. Put on the end of a thing. That's actually, it's pretty goopy, but it is very sturdy. So that's one option. It might be the option that I use today. Okay. And this is Duck brand, or no, actually Frost King brand, double-sided sticky tape that comes, well, it comes in the window shrink kits, but you can also buy it by itself for about $6. And I use it on my embroidery hoop instead of using pins. I use the double-sided sticky tape. I have a video for that, so if you're interested, let me know and I will direct you to it. Okay, so we're going to take this piece. It's sticky on both sides, but it's sticky on one side and then it has a paper backing on another. Okay, so let's go ahead and set that aside. And I do want to glue both sides for double strength. I know that it would make sense and probably be just fine if we only did one side. And especially since they're all going to be thrown away anyways, after, you know, everybody eats their things. Hold on one second. Kitties! Stop it! We have 2 female tabby cats and 2 male tuxedo cats that live in the house, and 1 tortoiseshell cat that lives out in the barn. And well, it's our garage, really, not a barn, but she's like a barn kitty. It's separate from the house, so she doesn't really interact with anybody in the house. Okay, so I kind of like the other stuff a little bit better. I feel like I have to push too hard to get this stuff to stick to it, but maybe that's just because I was going too fast. So both of them seem fine, actually. This is actually great now that I realize it, because it's holding everything in really nicely. So on the first bunny I do, or I don't know why I keep saying bunny, on the first bird I do, I'm going to use this stuff, removable tape, easy to use. I believe it was on the packaging, it's a double-sided sticky tape. And then I'm gonna use this and see how I like it with the bunnies. Or actually, I don't know what I'm saying. If this works just fine, I'm gonna keep using this, because that's kind of a pain to sit and cut out the pieces and peel them up and stuff. Okay? Alright, so I'm gonna get working on these, and I will be back with you when they're all done. Nope, that's a big fat lie. I am going to put the wings on my birds now. So let's get that stuff out of the way. All right, there's my birdies. And here's my stickers. Okay. If you want them to be perfect, then, you know, take the time to make them perfect. I'm not going to do that because that's just not my style. So, you didn't really need the transfer tape. I didn't need to do that at all. I didn't need to put that on there because if I would just turn this, you know, kind of pull this, they're all going to pop up anyways. So you don't need the transfer tape for this part. Oops. Okay, I'll be back with you whenever these are all done, because this is going to take a while. Okay, here's something that you guys might have caught that I just now caught. When you do this, do one set of 16 of them that are this direction and the other set that are the opposite direction, because we need to put our birds, why are you taking so? We need to put our birds back to back, right? And we can't do the wing. The wing is going to be upside down. So that's just how it's going to be for my cupcakes today. However, please do 16 going one way and 16 going the other whenever you do these, or however many you have. Half it and flip it. Okay? Alrighty, so I'm just going to keep working on these. Like I said, I just wanted to kind of throw that in there because I realized that I had messed up, and you guys probably already realized that. So I was doing these one at a time, but it was starting to be tedious, and so I decided to do everything all at once. I put all the wings on all the birds, and then I'm going to flip them all over and put the glue on all of them, and then do it more like a factory line. But just for a little sneak peek, this is what they look like so far. I think they're just adorable. Alright, I'm going to finish these up. Okay guys, so they're all done. I think they turned out adorable. Even the one way back that you can see that the wing is upside down. I don't think it's going to be that noticeable to anybody else. So I hope that it was fun for you and it was easy. I'm sorry it was such a long video because it really is such a fast and easy project to do. I hope you guys have fun. Bye.